Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he is not afraid of anyone as Russian forces continue their invasion. He also criticized Russia for breaking last week's ceasefire meant to establish a humanitarian corridor.
Now there is cautious optimism a new one will stick. CBS News' Laura Podesta is live in New York this morning with details of a new round of talks the two sides had yesterday. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Suzanne and DeMarco. Well, those talks resulted in a brief pause in the fighting around the eastern city of Sumy in order to allow Ukrainians to escape. But what President Zelensky really wants is a no-fly zone over Ukraine. But that would mean an extreme escalation of the U.S. and other NATO countries' involvement in this war, and it would mean the shooting down of Russian aircraft and other defense operations. So instead, President Biden is putting an economic squeeze on Russia. That is his approach.
Posting a video from his office, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he's staying in Kyiv as long as necessary to win what he called a patriotic war. An advisor to Zelensky said there was progress during a third round of talks with Russia yesterday on establishing humanitarian corridors, allowing civilians in some cities to escape. Russia said it would open passages into Russia and Belarus, but Ukraine wants routes to the west.
The bottom line is more civilians are being killed.
Pentagon spokesman John Kirby says Russian troops have become frustrated by their lack of progress and have increased their reliance on long-range missile attacks that hit schools and hospitals.
They are having fuel problems. They are having food problems. They are meeting a very stiff and determined Ukrainian resistance.
Bombs could be heard going off near this children's holiday camp, now acting as a shelter.
Please help us, I ask you. Next could be here. I ask you, go now.
In Washington, a bipartisan group of lawmakers supports a ban on Russian oil as a way to put more pressure on Vladimir Putin.
You're doing it to make sure that our American dollars aren't going to support a Russian illegal war in Ukraine.
A new poll shows 7 in 10 Americans support a ban, even if it means higher gas prices.
The White House is talking with other oil-producing countries like Venezuela to fill possible gaps and has also called on oil companies to increase production here in the U.S. Suzanne and DeMarco.
Laura, we're hearing reports the U.S. has started to cut off Russian oil imports.
Well, it's not independently confirmed by CBS News, but Bloomberg News reporters are saying that as soon as today, the White House is expected to announce a U.S. ban on imports of Russian oil. Now, it's unclear if this will be in coordination with European allies. We know that Russian energy products comprise of just under 8% of our total petroleum imports, including crude oil. But European countries rely much more heavily on Russian crude oil and natural gas for energy.
Laura Podesta live in New York. Laura, thank you very much. And back here at home, gas prices are still skyrocketing here in Southern California. The average price for a gallon of self-serve gas in LA County is $5.52 today. In Orange County, it's $5.51. Riverside County, $5.41. San Bernardino County, $5.44. Ventura County, $5.46.
$199.91.
I wake up one day, it's a whole dollar more.
It went up since yesterday.
Experts tell us the high cost of fueling up is likely to continue for months to come. And for help finding the lowest gas prices in your area, just go to our website, cbsla.com, and click Seen on TV.